どうも OK です。では、アウターワールド続きを始めていきたいと思います。外に置いてあったものを全部ここに持ってきたので、どんだけ入るのかわかんないけど、こんだけか。しばらくは大丈夫だろ
う。Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
2階にあったロボットの
I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely.
キャプテンホーソン。
I require a captain to pilot the ship. Without an identified captain or crew, I serve no purpose. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
他にも船長がいた。私たちはお互いにアレックス・ホーソンではないことを知ってるよな。
Oh, I know you are not the same Captain Alex Hawthorne who died in Emerald
あ、わ
Valley
かって
due
るん
to
だ。
excessive internal and external bleeding. I have required you to assume Hawthorne's identity in order to sync your commands to my interpretation protocols.
偉い
I've
な。
since registered you as the captain of the Unreliable. You're welcome to continue lying about your identity if you wish, but I know the truth.
好きなように身分を偽ってください。なるほど。そうだな。俺は好きだよ。
I am relieved to hear it, Captain.
あ、笑ってる。
No, but I am programmed to put you at ease by saying so.
表情が変わるんだ、ちゃんと。すごいな。
If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was.
二人が仲間になったから。で、RPG っぽくなってきたな。これをやりたいんだけど、酸性洗浄パーツを見つける船長室にある放送の端末に、戦闘ロボにできる、オーズウェイからパーツを入手できなかったらしい。オーズウェイってなんだろう。場所かな。とりあえずじゃあ出発しようか。アンリライアブルナビゲーションターミナル。マジでこんなにあるの？なんかめっちゃストーリー短いとかって聞いたけど、結構多くない？グラウンドブレーカー、ジニアスの研究所。タイホン。スキュラ。アリュプディス星団として知られる岩石の集団の中で最大のもの。エリダノス。オルタロス。モナーク。ああ、ここ、戦いに明け暮れる場所だな。オリンポス。最大の2つの木星型巨大惑星。エリダノスと、こいつが大きいんだ。オリンポスが。バイストス。今いるのがテラツ。地球のようなのどかな惑星。 全惑星を見たり、これまで見つけた興味のあるスポットを確認したりできますと。
Welcome back, Captain. How can... What part of the colony?
どこに行くんだっけ？
Where in Terra 2? Of course. What part of the colony? Ah, yes. As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid. Orbital destinations can be challenging to land on. His more so than most. Of course. What part of... We're cleared to dock with the Groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously. I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship. You are more than welcome, Captain.
ラウンドブレイカーだっけ？
The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system.
中立区域
I have
か。
filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid. Mm-hmm.
メインクエスト、ラウンドブレイカーって書いてあるね。ラウンドブレイカー行って、フォログラフィックマントってどうやって使うんだろう。イニアスウェルズは君にハルシオン星系唯一の中立ステーションであるグラウンドブレイカーで闇市商人のグラディスと接触するよう求めた。綺麗なグラディスね。モナークのステラー、なるほど。さっきのモナークっていう星のキーがもらえると。なるほど。おしゃれに殺したやつの帽子をかぶってみた。やばすぎるな。センスがやばいね、これ。プログラフなんとか。これか。プログラフマント。ユーザーの上にホログラフィックイメージを映し、右手的な変装に役立つ。使い方とか出てきてないんだけど。どっかあるかな？ホログラフィックマント的なダッシュ、標準ブロック、長押しでオーバーチャージ。押しでクエストを表示。そんな風なのあるのか。長押しで、間違えた。 長押し。スキルが足りないか。OK。じゃあ行くよ。新しい場所に。あ、ちゃんとマークもついてるんだ。優しいね。変装選択って何？グラウンドブレ、誤訳かなまた。グラウンドブレーカーの変装。早いな。よし、じゃあ探索するぜ。話できる。何？どうした？
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named
June Tennyson. 彼女がどうした？
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean.
そんなこと言われたら、合わせないわけにはいかないでしょ。
I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
こんなこと言ったら、どっか行っちゃったらどうすんの？
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
アルバティ、そろそろ君は立ち去るべきだ。こんなこと言っちゃダメだろう。死ぬまで一緒にいてもらおう。神父は別にいいけどね。よし、行くぞ。二人ともとりあえず来てくれればいい。改造あんまりやってないな。必殺攻撃のパワーアタックは著しいダメージを与えることができますと。どんな場所だろう。あんまり変わり映えはしないのかな。だいたいあんな雰囲気の、あと同じ雰囲気かな。それでも新しい星っていうのはやっぱいいね。あ、びっくりした。話したいことあるか？
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
これがアンリライアブル。ジェーン・エルソン。
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by. Don't mind the heat. Got a few days before it reaches critical. I'm sure Miss Chief Tennyson will get it sorted before then.
なかなか。
Captain. Hey, Captain.
どうした？
I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
そっか。あ、やっぱりリードを殺しといてよかっただろう。リードを殺してなかったらまだあそこにいたからな。
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses? He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little backbait brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. Need a drink.
おお。
Just arrived? Head over to customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
いけないや。フェリックス、なんかやらかしたんか。
Going for a stroll around the docking base? Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
何があった？
I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. Exactly. I was only doing what any self-respecting Rangers fan would have done. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
つかこいつ仲間になるのか。
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing. But I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock.
乗るの
Happened
か
to be yours, would it?
乗るのか。
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time. Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance. See you around, boss.
つかな、次の仲間。船舶貨物作業員。
We move cargo 16 hours a day, and half of us still can't afford a bed.
超ブラックじゃ
Work
ん。
for Sublight?
16時間も働いて。ああ、ここは取っちゃダメか。まあ、マルデット。
Customs and inspection, right this way.
どう違うんだろう。なんか違う？レーサーチョイズの即販売機。ああ、弾と周辺、武器系か。武器系がこっちなんだ。じゃあ、いらないものあったよね、確か。これだ。ゼロレイの翼。
You'll learn to keep your eyes to yourself in my job. Nobody wants you looking close at their cargo.
Mechanicals all over, but they still got us sweating to move boxes.
Mechanicals all over, but they still got us sweating to move boxes.
Yeah, I've done work for Sublight. Need to pay the bills somehow.
みんななんか、背中から悲壮感が漂ってるんだけど。あ、ここなんだろう。あれ、マルデとさっきいた人じゃないよ。こんなとこ移動してる。マルデットって向こうにいなかったっけ？あれ、この人もマルデット？向こうにいなかったマルデット。あれマルデット2人もいるけど。
If you got a complaint, file it at security.
火器厳禁じゃないのか、こんなとこで吸っていいのか、タバコ。じゃあ、まるでと。
Just arrived? Head over to customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
通信か。開けてよ。ロナルド・ウィーラー5丁。
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
マジで。
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
それはそれで盗んだ疑惑がかかるよね、多分。
You'll want to take it up with Udam Bedford, our board
ウダ
representative
ム・
here
ベ
at
ッドフォ
Groundbreaker.
ード。
His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode.
右舷
Can't
側
miss
の
it.
壁沿いにある。
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
リードを殺したからかな。またややこしくなるよ、話が。
You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
本当は働くなんてごめんだけど、気になる。
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. A handful of sand cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
手術用に乾燥されたサム清掃ユニット。
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
ストアンドゴ
Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right. You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony. Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. 2 biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
なるほど。いろんな勢力がバチバチやり合ってるんだね。地域密着型の仕事がいいな。アルシオンホールディングスはどういう仕組みになってるんだ。そうだね、独立系事業者が。
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either. Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
Happy to help. That's my job, after all.
You're real good at it, too.
Well, thank you, miss. It's nice to be recognized. Yep.
Can we move this along? I have a certain, matter I'd like to attend to, Captain.
クスに尋ねるのか。
They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them. Are you pulling my leg? You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't hold it against you. Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board.
なるほど。超巨大勢力ね、議会は。
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships got more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year. Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are. Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself. Glad to help. All right. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
機械側の人間か。
Really likes his cereals too. Maybe a little too much. Bit of a weird bird, all told.
Don't see what's so wrong about liking cereals. They're fun.
Udon takes it to an, unhealthy level. You noticed, huh? They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
なるほど。現実の国だってそうだもんね。石油みたいなもんか。
You sure you didn't just step off one of the interstellar freighters? There's no working with the board. They don't share, not bits, people, or resources. You work for them, or you don't work at all. Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as shit ain't about to do that.
複雑だな。
Sounds like, yeah. But from where I sit, it's all coming through loud and clear. They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we may do all right. So far, anyway. Sure thing.
なるほど。
Be seeing you. 勝手に使って大丈夫か。ダメだよね、多分。変なことになりそう。アルデッドめっちゃいっぱいいるな。どこにでもいるな。なるほど。ホログラフか。
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the scholar shipped in and out with.
マックス神父のやるかじゃあ。これか。セキュリティ端末を見つける。
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at
めっ
first.
ちゃ怪しいな、モナー
This
ク。
voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Who told you that? Graham?
Asshole.
拾っていいのか。関係のある立ち入り禁止区域に入ると自動的に変装するのか。なるほど。セキュリティ、ここってこと？こういうことか。ここを通ると、見つかり次第射殺となり罰金が課せられる。なんとか発動して、一時的に入れるようになったと。移動するとマントのエネルギーが消耗する。空になると、近づいてきて疑いをかけてくる。マジか。ちょっとずつかな。サニーダ司令官。リーフローレス二等兵。マルデット何人いるんだよ。大家族か。この二人は別にいいのか。ああ、みんな服装着替えてるんだ。ここは次回にしようかな。すっごい気になるしやりたいけど。とりあえずここまでにします。 ご視聴ありがとうございました。また次のビデオでバイバイ。